There are a lot of games on Roblox, like work at the pizza place. Welcome to Bloxburg, and this Dead by Daylight knockoff I found with my girlfriend one day. But there was a random game I found on the Roblox homepage that piqued my interest. Oobja. I think that's how it's pronounced, but I'm gonna stick with it. The name of the game in the preview images really struck my interest, so I ended up playing it. And this is how it went. We start off, and we have 4 options. The game is asking us to pick a color, and it's apologizing if it doesn't have a color that we like. Another thing to know is our character is frowning, but we don't know why they're sad. Since the game is asking us, I pick one of my favorite colors. Blue. We have to click on it, and I didn't know that. The game says, "Blue, it looks nice on you. You know I love you. I'm doing my best for you, even if it isn't much. Here." The game helps us. The game helps us get across this path. This path ends up helping us, and it leads us to the next area of the game. A wall. The game is helping us. But why? This wall has a path on it, and with nowhere else to go, we must follow it. Once we're on the wall, there's really no going back here. The game prompts that if we fall, we'll be caught. And it does. Then after that, the game tells us to be careful. And with nowhere else to really go, we scale to the right. While scaling and moving, the game tells us we could be anything. It tells us we could be a boy, a girl, or neither. And that decision is up to us. The game gives us 3 items, one being called boy, girl, and neither. I picked boy, and it tells me okay. The game then tells us that I'll always love you, no matter what you are. Whatever is talking has an unconditional love for us. And then I accidentally fell. After passing our first corner on the mountain, the game then asks us, "You're a bit gray. Are you okay with that? If you aren't, I can change that." We're given 2 prompts. We either are okay with it or aren't, and I picked aren't. In response, the game gave me a skin tone. I don't know if this is my original Roblox, skin tone, but oh well. But the game does compliment us and says we look nice. After a bit more scaling, the game says, "It does get kind of lonely around here when no one is around. It's nice to meet you, though I should have said that earlier." We then slowly come across a detour from our path. The game then asks, "Your name?" After this point, I assume the game looks at our display name as it reads, "Merged." That's a nice name. "It's nice to meet you, Merged." After some more wandering, the game says, "I'm glad you're here, though I will say our time together might be really short. It just depends. I'm sorry if it gets a bit cold up here." After this point, it's kind of quiet, and we're not really talked to for a few seconds. But after a little while, we're greeted with what's been talking to us, what's been helping us, and what's been helping with our wants and needs. Slowly but surely, we're greeted with an orb, or I guess Oobja. We're still unsure on who or what is talking to us, but then we see it, the orb. It asks, "You can see me now." Hey, I know. At this point, we suddenly see that our character is smiling. I used to look just like you, but I changed a lot. A lot of things changed, really. It's like one day you have everything you want, and then the next, life gets really hard. But it's okay. Things really do get better. I promise you. I promise. The game makes it sound like an old friend, or an old parent that we know, but we don't. It then asks, "Can we hug?" And by clicking it, you do exactly that. "Well, I'll be seeing you, perhaps again someday." And then the orb starts to sparkle. I tend to forget. But I'm happy I could have shared this with you. I'll always be here if you want to do this again. And then the orb tells us that it loves us, And then after that, it turns chrome, and you can see it reflecting the entire skybox. It seems the orb has changed again in some way, but then the game fades to black. The game then fades to black and gives us some items that were available to buy, and then it says, please send this to someone you care about, but that's it. The game leaves off there. So then, what's Oobja, and what's the point of this all? Well, let me try and dumb it down for you. I believe that Oobja is a way to spread hope. The way Oobja talks, or the orb talks, I'll just refer to it as the orb now. The way the orb talks, it definitely talks like it's a parental figure. It's talking like a really supportive parental figure. I believe this game could be a way to spread hope to those who don't have parental figures. But I could also just be reaching. This could just be an orb that just loves you unconditionally. Not romantically. They just love you for you. And it sounds this orb doesn't see you ever or often, obviously. Especially if this is your first time playing this. The orb simply just wants you to be happy. It wants you to live your life. It wants you to be you. It doesn't care if you're a boy, a girl, or neither. It doesn't care what skin tone you are. No matter what, it still loves you. This game just gives out a message to those who feel hopeless, or if there's no one there to tell you how much they love you. Because no matter what, you should be loved. Everyone should be. Everyone should be loved regardless of their skin tone, or their gender, or their sexual orientation. It doesn't matter. You should still feel loved. It doesn't want you to feel alone, no matter how far it is. It wants you to know how much you're cared for. No matter how far people feel, they're still there for you. It just wants you to be you, and it just wants you to be happy. I guess this orb represents this old friend, or family member that you haven't seen in forever, and they're unfamiliar to you, and that's why they take shape of an orb. It's not a familiar shape. It's someone or something that you're not familiar with anymore, and that's okay. Because even during its change, it still remembered you. And even if life got in the way, it still remembered you and it still cared about you. However, I am overlooking the part where it does ask us our name. So it could probably just be this being that loves everyone unconditionally. So maybe it's just that. Maybe I'm overlooking everything and overthinking it. Hell, maybe I'm wrong and this game is just a cash grab. Or maybe it's used to exploit those who are feeling under the weather, which I'm not accusing the developers of, by the way. Just knowing the state of Roblox games today, it's not far from being the truth for some game devs or just games in general. But to me, this is what I believe that Oobja is about, or what its purpose really is. Of course, I'm still not sure what its purpose is, but I still do have the strong feeling that it's meant to uplift you, even if you're at a low point in life right now. The game dev, or the orb, just really wants you to be okay. It just wants the best for you, and that's all it wants. So maybe that's the whole purpose. Just a message to let you know that you're not alone. And that you're always cared about, even when you don't think you are. And honestly, I feel that's a message that some people need sometimes. Even if it's a simple and short Roblox game, sometimes it can go a long way for some others. And I think that's a nice message to share once in a while, even if not everyone hears it. But anyways, I feel that's all I really had to say about what I thought about it, or what I think it's about. And there are some parody games that try and share a different message. I won't go over this one too long, but if you want to play it, the link will be in the description of this video. It does have a nice message, but it's not as lighthearted. The game does talk about a hardship that the new orb, in this case, talks about, and maybe some people can relate to it. It involves drama with friends, and complications with friends, and it discusses losing some friends. And this one is more stylized, and I actually kind of like it. The style is really nice. But I feel if you really want to see the message, please do go play it for yourself. If you guys want to see me do a quick and simple rundown on this game in a different video, please do let me know. And honestly, that's all I wanted to do for this video. I know this kind of video is different from my other content, but I really do hope you guys enjoy this. Sometimes I do like going over games that I just really want to talk about. and this was one of those. Another game I do want to talk about is Trepang 2, and no, it's not on Roblox. So I really do hope that you guys enjoy this kind of style of video, because I've never done something like this, and if I have, it's been a while. But honestly, thank you guys so much for watching this video. It really means the world to me. I started a Q&A for when I hit 2.5k subscribers, so if you guys want to leave me any questions, please do leave any comments. Leave any question that you have for me. I will answer it in a 2.5k special video for you guys. So it'll be a video answering all your questions and answers. You know, like a Q&A. And also, if you've been watching me a lot and want to support me, I'd like to let you know that I've started a membership for my channel. Level 1 membership is around $3, level 2 is around $7 or $8 I believe, and level 3 is around $25. You can just check if the price is, I don't know, I forgot. But if you don't want to, then that's also completely fine too. If you want to, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Please. Also, if you want to, please do share my videos with your friends. That could help me out a bunch. I'd love to see how far I can take this channel by the end of the year. So I'd really love to see what can happen. But anyways, that's all I had to say for this video, and that's all. No outro this video though. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys hopefully in the next one. Thank you all for the love and support. I will be seeing you guys in the next one. Thank you. I'll be seeing you.